Hi, I'm Dr. Cheryl Carthouse. I'm going to show you how to make a mold to use in order to create suppositories. These can be either used vaginally or rectally, as recommended by your practitioner, whoever they might be. So you want to take a piece of tinfoil and cut it about or rip it off about 20 to 30 centimeters long. And what we're going to do is fold it approximately into thirds, and this is going to help to reinforce the sides. So we'll take it here, I'm going to fold it backwards, approximately 1/3, and then we'll flip it around and do the same thing, folding it approximately at 1/3 so that it's overlapping in order to reinforce the sides here. So when we're finished, we want it about 20 centimeters long, and that'll help to give it enough distance or enough space for the sides as well. So now we're going to do another fold here, and approximately in the center, just off by about a centimeter. And we're going to fold it here all the way down, and what you can do is just run your fingers along the whole thing to make sure that that fold is created nicely. And then we'll flip it over and do the same thing. We want to create the next fold about 1 finger width from the side that we just created, or about 1 centimeter. So we'll take about that finger width and then just fold it over our fingers. And it's okay if it's not exact when we get to the middle. We're just doing approximate measurements here. And then again, you can place this down on a table and just run your fingers along the whole thing. So we have 2 seams or 2 folds that are created there that make a little bit of a trough. And then what we're going to do for the side is that we actually want to fold it up at least an inch, or at least 3 centimeters, something close to that. And then we're going to cross the corners over. So I'm going to take each of the corners and kind of bring my fingers together. And it'll create a little bit of a pocket on the inside. And then I'm just going to press the tin foil together here so that it's nice and snug, and on the inside it's as flat as it can be against that side and against the bottom. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So taking my fingers on the corners, folding it about 3 centimeters, or about an inch, and then taking my fingers on the corners and bringing my fingers together, and it'll naturally create a little bit of a pocket there. And then I'm just going to fold down and press down on all of the parts of the tin foil to make that a little bit of a flat wall. You can kind of play with it a little bit just to make sure that the sides are intact and everything is pressed down nicely. And then that is your mold. You can then create whatever it is that you are mixing together, whether it be the liquid coconut oil with other herbs or vitamin A or ozone cream, whatever it is, or ozonated oil. And then you can, once it's all liquefied into that coconut oil base, you can actually pour it then into this trough. And what I found easiest is actually to then place it in an egg carton. And here are some suppositories that have been made. So the whole thing was a line of coconut oil. I placed it first here in an egg carton. You can pour in the liquid, and then you stick the whole thing in the freezer or the fridge, and it will harden. You can then cut them into about these 1-inch long pieces, and then use those as suppositories as directed by your healthcare practitioner. Thanks for joining. If you have any questions, you feel free to contact me. I currently work at the East Coast Naturopathic Clinic. The phone number there is 902-252-3080, or you can always reach out over the website, over the email. You can book appointments and whatnot over the website too, eastcoastnaturopathic.com. Thanks for joining.